Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we continue on with the road and through the ice path, and now we made it over to the last town in Johto, Blackthorn City. In this episode, before we do some explorations and challenge the gym that's there, I'm going to go over to Route 45 first. And the reason for that is because, now that we're here, there's actually one more Pokemon that we want to catch and add to our team. Yes, that's right folks, at long last. We're going to be adding our final team member in our party and replacing Pidgeotto, so sorry Pidgeotto. And we're going to be catching this guy right here. This is Skarmory. Skarmory is a Flying and Steel type. It has pretty decent in terms of stats, like, some good attacks, but it's very defensive as well, so it's, just highly on the defensive side. And I will say this though, and also has some good move pulls, like, well, at least in later gens, but I will say this though, Skarmory is without a doubt another one of my favorite Pokemon. I would say, like, my favorite Steel type, actually. It probably could have been, like, a favorite Flying type, but, of course, then again, I actually have, well, I would say Braviary is my favorite Flying type, but Skarmory is without a my favorite Steel type Pokemon of all time. And so, I'm going to go ahead and catch this one. In Crystal, Skarmory is only found in the morning, during the morning and the midday. It can never be found at or during the night. And it also, it doesn't appear in Silver. Well, actually, no, it doesn't appear in Gold. Yeah, it's only exclusive to Silver, but it doesn't appear at all in Gold. So you have to trade over from Silver itself or Crystal. In Silver, it actually appears in all throughout the times of day, but in Crystal, then it'll just appear in the morning and midday. And it's also very rare encounter too. Like, it has a 5% encounter rate, so you'll be here for quite a while. I had to record like 25 minutes of the footage just for looking for that specific Skarmory. I actually did find some other ones, but they were all female, and I actually wanted to catch a male Skarmory in my team. Well, mainly because the nicknames I was gonna get to him. Tried using the Ultra Balls, but I don't think that we're okay. Yeah, it was like after the third shake, and then it just released itself. So yeah, it can be pretty finicky to catch, but overall, I would say it's still definitely well worth it. But that definitely takes a while, and just having to paralyze it first, and then just give a few more for weaknesses. I saw that Shadow Ball was just dealing some not very effective kind of mode, and like. It was actually, it took me a little bit by surprise, but then again, that's because I've at this point I've gotten so used to games that are like from Gen 6 and onwards, because Steel types are no longer resistant against or Ghost types and Dark type attacks starting with Gen 6, but earlier on it was, like, before Gen 6, so it was, I haven't quite got used to that, because I was thinking it was just going to take regular damage, but no, it's like before then. Where they kind of had to change the stats, mainly because of the fairy type that was introduced. And there we go. And with that, Skarmory has been caught. Yes, welcome to the team. Says re-entry. Skarmory, the armor bird Pokemon. The feathers that it sheds are very sharp. It is said that people once used the feathers as swords, which is actually real nice because swords are real cool. And so the nickname I'm going to give to Skarmory is, for you guys right here, I'm going to call him Aerosmith. And yeah, for one thing, it's very much a reference to the band Aerosmith. But whenever you think about it, it also makes sense at the same time, and kind of a pun in a way, because with Arrow because it's a flying type, and Smith because its wings or feathers are swords. From kind of like made from those smiths are like blacksmiths. And so yeah, it's kind of a pun on that one. You could say it like that, and so it's a nice little reference. So yeah, it's very very classy, I would say, to give a name like that over to Skarmory, but it makes the most sense, I would say. So, anyway, so yeah, Pidgeotto, you've served your purpose. You did very well. You've been a good asset, but I would say it's time to go because I found potentially a good Pokemon for you. So, sorry, Pidgeotto. So, into the PC box you go, and probably just stay there for eternity, I would say. Yeah. See ya, Pidgeotto. You've been good. You've been all good. Welcome to the team, Aerosmith. It's good to have you here. And yeah, Aerosmith is also at the very lowest of levels, so normally I would probably just grant say Peck, Sand Attack, Swift, and Agility, so yeah, I'll definitely teach better moves. Well, actually, I'm about to go ahead and teach Aerosmith Fly, because over there I have like a good flying kind of Pokemon to just take me to any kind of town and city there is. Just for the sake of having that kind of coverage, well, for flying type coverage, just for Fly, but also because, I fucking love Skarmory, so... And with that also means that we pretty much assembled every single one of our members here. So we have a full team, and so that'll be our main team for this playthrough from now on. Yeah, especially since, after we got to the final town, we were just about to get to the 8th gym. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Sand Attack and replace it with Fly because I don't find myself just using a Sand Attack that much, especially since there was like Mudslap. But Mudslap I also got rid of for stronger ground type attacks. And I went ahead and just set it out here because since I did like a very long recording, I waited till the next day because I want to this episode is supposed to be in the morning. Also, you might have noticed right about now that the audio quality is different and sound a little better. And at first I thought it was because of how my 3DS capture program was kind of being like in terms of audio, because I use the same virtual audio capture, and I didn't quite know why at first. But then I realized when I did some more recordings for the later episodes of this for this Let's Play, and I noticed that if I put my earphones on, I was doing that because my sister was already asleep, and so I didn't quite want to wake her up, and it was so quiet at the house, But I put some earphones on because of it, and then I noticed that the audio quality sounds so much better, and so when I have when I'm not wearing the earphones, then it sounds a little more compressed, and that's why I realized that I guess if I wear my earphones while playing on the 3DS, then the audio quality sounds better. So that's actually what I realized. And personally, though, I think the audio quality that you hear now actually does sound better. So now that I have that kind of knowledge, I'll just go ahead and just wear earphones from now on, so you'll just hear things better. So anyway, now we'll go ahead and freely explore Blackthorn City. There's actually a few places of interest. Well, nothing much else there is going on besides the gym, and also this one dungeon called the Dragon's Den, which you can't really access now because some asshole old man will block your path and tell you to fuck off. So the gym leader here is Clair, the blessed user of Dragon Pokemon. And you can't really get into the gym until after you defeat a Team Rocket at the radio tower. This guy will block the way here, but we have free access now. If you talk to this kid right here, his name is Santos. He appears on Saturday, and he'll give you a spell tag. Spell tag is an item that ups the power of ghost type attacks if you have him hold on to it. And yeah, and there's also one more thing of interest about Blackthorn City. It's actually the home to a new mechanic, or this guy called the Move Deleter, and the Move Deleter is definitely something I'm real thankful that was added here. As the name implies, he lets you delete moves, any kind of move, but he also lets you delete HM moves. So if you want to get rid of those useless HM moves, well, there you go. It actually leaves that one spot blank, though. We can actually just have it learn with either, or have your Pokemon learn with either its natural moveset or a TM, of course. But yeah, that's actually the one guy I'll probably visit. Like once I know that, because I'm still gonna have to need a Whirlpool to progress further. But once I know that I don't really need any more, then I can just give a Whirlpool with the Move Deleter. So. But yeah, that's one thing I'm real glad they added to this one because of it. So that way there, especially it's definitely improvement from Gen 1, which there were no move deleters at all. So anyway, so now that's all said and done, we pretty much explored all of Blackthorn City, which is that's just about it. It's like the final time. It's also like on a mountain path. If you go south downwards, there's also that one route that's kind of one way, but it'll also take you all the way down to Route 29 and then to New Bark Town, which is actually kind of nice in a way. So. Anyway, so now here we are at the Blackthorn City Gym, and for what the sign was saying about Dragon Pokemon, yep, you guessed it. This gym specializes in Dragon type Pokemon, and it is without a doubt the toughest kind of gym there is because as of this gen, Dragon types only have two weaknesses: Ice types and their own kind of types. Well, with Dragon types, and so yeah, since Dragon types at the moment are kind of hard to come by for these here, it's best recommended to use some Ice type attacks, and that's actually the main reason why I wanted a Nightshade to learn Ice Punch, so that way there I would have at least some Ice type coverage against those Dragon Pokemon. And another thing is that I'm also having Nightshade hold on to the Never Melt Ice, so that way there it actually beefs up the power of Ice Punch, so that way there I'll actually have a real great advantage over those Dragon types and just be able to one shot them like that. So that's also the reason why they had the Never Melt Ice over in the Ice Path. So that way there you can actually use that for those Ice type attacks. And also why they have those Ice type Pokemon in there as well, so that way they're, I guess they actually set it up just with that in mind. So that way you have some Ice type Pokemon to catch, and that way they really have, you'll have a good advantage over those Dragon Pokemon. Now, all these trainers, most of them will just use stuff like either Dratini's or the Horsey lines, and also with this Seadra here. Seadra is, of course, the evolved form of Horsey. Some decent stats from what I remember, but that's about it. But it does get better, especially since, like, starting with this gen, it does get an evolution with Kingdra, which we'll definitely see later on, but yeah, that's about it. And also because, you know, it definitely becomes a Perk Dragon type too. But for now, Seadra is just a pure water type. And also, yeah, that was also our first encounter with Dratini. Dratini, it starts off like, you know, pretty small, but it definitely does get better as it levels up, and just with its evolutions that we'll see later on. But it does, you know, especially get better with, you know, especially those later gens with their later move pools and whatnot. But yeah, there's that though. But if you want to like some kind of a good pseudo legendary that'll become later on, then yeah, Dratini is just probably the one way to go. But that's pretty much all you'll be facing, just like with Dratinis and the and like Seadras or Horsies and the like. And so what this gym puzzle entails is that if you go to the second floor, we have these boulders right here. They actually push over with strength to have them fall through those holes. And then the boulders will land onto the onto those lava pits, so that there you can actually just safely cross there. Because you know, this gym actually does have lava right here, and my God, that's very much the extreme here. Yeah, a gym actually just has like, you know, boiling lava. My God, this gym doesn't really have any concern for child safety laws. Actually, well, can't speak today. Not much to the extent of the gyms in Unova, because holy shit, the Unova gyms are like, ugh, God damn, there's like very they have no regard for child safety hazards whatsoever. Especially what, like Skyla's gym, and there's Bryson's gym and all this stuff. Man, there's a lot to talk about for those once I get to Gen 5. Because man, I mean, as much as I love the gym leaders there, because you know how memorable they are and how more involved they are, those gyms though, like holy shit, they're very much the extreme. But you know, more on that once we get to do a let's play of that gen, like years from now. This here is Dragonair. Dragonair, of course, evolves from Dratini at very much of a late level. I don't think it evolves at level 37 though, because then that'd just be like an illegal Dragonair. But yeah, because Dratini would definitely evolve pretty late, especially much later with its final form. And that was also Dragon Rage it just used. Dragon Rage only takes away 40 HP, but it still hurts anyway. Like even with having to deal 40 HP against the opponent. Now, the one thing you got to do with these two boulders you see here, you're supposed to push the boulder on the left side, not the right side, because I actually realized that when I was pushing it upwards, and then there was absolutely no way to push it up anymore. So you just go downstairs, and then, well, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and push that boulder over there first, and then just drop to the hole, and then just fix that later. So, like, you're supposed to just push it down push the one down on the right side, so that way there you'll be able to push that other boulder to the other hole, and that's how you actually see that boulder that fell into the lava pits for you to get across. And the puzzle is also, of course, once again changed in Heart Gold until Silver, where you go into this one platform, and then you see those switches there, and then you basically just change the direction of the one platform using those switches, and then that's how you get across, which also has lava as well. So yeah, that gem still has lava, of course. So that's one thing to keep in mind, because again, holy shit. And it's also one of those gyms where like where you can't have your Pokemon outside with you, like where the walking Pokemon ability is actually disabled only in that gym because of how probably because of how dangerous it is. So that's, you know, probably why or something like that. So anyway, so let's turn your face. Dragons and Sacred Pokemon for life energy. You're not serious? You won't be able to beat them. Yeah, until Gen 6, that is. Yeah. Anyway, so let's send down. We got the path over here, and so here we are. And here's Clair, the world's best Dragon Master. I can hold my own against even the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Do you still want to take me on? Fine, let's do it. As a gym leader, I will use my full power against any opponent. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the final gym leader in Johto. So yeah, here we have Clair. And she has 4 Pokemon here, but first three of those are the same as that Pokemon. She actually has 3 Dragonairs, and also one kind of a different Pokemon that she has that we'll see here. And let's check out their movesets. Those 3 Dragonairs that'll have almost the same movesets, except for one move. All 3 of those have the moves Slam, Thunder Wave, and Dragon Breath, and the first Dragonair has Surf, the second one knows Thunderbolt, and the third one knows Ice Beam. But other than that, though, like only just like differences in elements and all that. But other than that, though, then you know it's all just the same, and you can actually just knock them down easily with Ice Punch, which for some reason, even with the even when I'm having Nightshade hold the Nevermill Ice, and I'm just using and still using Ice Punch, like Dratini still, I mean not Dratini, Dragonair still didn't even go down in one hit. Like I never got to one shot this thing. It should have just one shot it, especially more so because since Gengar supposedly is real good with a special attack, and since Ice Punch being an Ice type and is special base in this gen. Before Gen 4 at least, after the physical special split and then Ice Punch became a physical move, but here in this gen it's a special move, so it would have definitely had the advantage since with Gengar being good with a special attack, but I don't get it. So unless it has to do with special defense for Dragonair, I mean that could be possible, especially since they split the special stat in Gen 2 to a special attack and special defense, then that probably could be the reason. But yes, folks, yeah, that's the one thing I really gotta say. This gym, like, if you're not prepared, if you don't have the right Pokemon, you will be here for quite a long time because, because of those Dragon Pokemon and how tough they can be, then, yeah, you're gonna be here for quite a while, though, because, just make sure you have some Ice-type attacks and maybe one Dragon Pokemon that at least has some Dragon-type attacks. But, if you're not prepared for this, then, Clair will definitely whoop your ass with her dragon, especially with her lead Pokemon that we'll see later. Now Nightshade grew to level 35, so hopefully we'll see. Now it's a special attack is 106, so hopefully we'll see with this next Dragonair that hopefully we'll just see if we can actually just one shot it this time. So let's see about that. Let's see if it ever one shots there. Yes, there we go. It one shot it. So yeah, finally. I guess it just barely made it through, so yeah, now it's kind of stronger. And so, oh man, here we go, Kingdra. So, actually, I'm going to go ahead and just do a full frontal assault, well, for a reason. And yeah, I know I wasn't supposed to have Aerosmith out because of how low level he is right now. And, I mean, I probably could have just grinded Aerosmith up for a bit there, but of course, then again, though, because of the low level curve, then I can actually just not have to worry about it so much and just use our Growlithe anyway, because, since Trainer still uses low level Pokemon, so... Anyway, guys... This here's Kingdra. Kingdra is, of course, the evolved form of a Seadra. If you have a Seadra hold onto the Dragon Scale and trade over, then that's how it evolves. And so, Kingdra, that's the reason why I'm actually doing a full frontal assault right now is because Kingdra is a Water and Dragon type. And so its only weakness is Dragon types. It's resistant against Ice type attacks because, well, actually no, it takes regular damage from Ice type attacks because of, with water Pokemon being resistant against it. Oh, yeah, there's a Hyper Beam, so I'll just go and talk about movesets in a minute, but yeah, Kingdra at level 40 is very tough to deal with, with its only one weakness in Dragon types, but other than that, though, oh man, that's definitely the toughest one. And to talk about Kingdra's movesets, it has Surf, Dragon Breath, Smokescreen, and Hyper Beam. And to talk about Hyper Beam here, Hyper Beam is a very powerful attack. And it's actually kind of a two-turn attack where like, after it uses Hyper Beam, and then it actually has to take another turn to recharge itself. So it actually it does give you a chance to actually just be able to use a Pokemon to move for that. And so yeah, because of that, and since normal types are part of the physical category, it definitely hurts if it has a high physical attack stat. After the physical special split in Gen 4, it becomes a special move, but they actually do make up for it by giving it its own physical counterpart with Giga Impact, which essentially just Hyper Beam again, being physical again, but only this time, like, it's just its own physical version. So it's actually exactly the same though. So but yeah, talking about Hyper Beam, yeah, Hyper Beam fucking hurts. So yeah, you don't even care about that. They actually changed it in Gen 2. Oh yeah, and Clair's using a Hyper Potion. So yeah, Cheater. Well, then again, I do the same thing as well with my Pokemon, but yeah, she'll use a Hyper Potion once Kingdra reaches the red zone, so we have to do it all over again, of course. But they actually changed Hyper Beam, or actually very much fixed Hyper Beam in Gen 2, because in Gen 1, while the recharge technically still does take effect after you use a Hyper Beam, here's the catch though. In Gen 1, if Hyper Beam actually manages to one-shot the opponent, it'll be able to use Hyper Beam again without having to recharge. So it's actually very much, it's so much more broken in Gen 1, just like that though. So that's actually, that's one thing that they have there. But starting with Gen 2, they actually changed that to where, like, even after Hyper Beam one-shots a Pokemon, it still has to take another turn to recharge. So they So you actually kind of nerfed that in a way, so you still have to take those 2 turns, but yeah, I remember how broken Hyper Beam was back in Gen 1, like, holy shit, especially when you, especially back when we were going up against Lance and his Dragonite that knows Hyper Beam. Oh god, that was like a fight of your life right there, because holy shit. That was what, that was basically the biggest wall in Gen 1 was Lance and his Dragonite. So yeah. And that's pretty much all I have to say here. And yeah, Nightshade already fainted though. But what I'm gonna do though is I'm still gonna have Iwata out anyway, even though it wouldn't have been a good idea otherwise, and then have Daruk out because I went ahead and used a revive on Nightshade, and then I went ahead and just would go ahead and use a Hyper Potion on a Nightshade as well, so that way they'll just have full HP. And then I can just be able to finish off Kingdra with Ice Punch. So that way there, after because Clair will only use the Hyper Potion just once, and then after that, then you'll still be able to just hit it just fine. Because Kingdra has Kingdra is still attacking even with 1 HP or with very low HP, so I can actually just still finish off. But yeah, that's very much this big wall right here that they're seeing right now, and that's why this battle's kind of taking a long time. So yeah, all that effort here. But with that, one last Ice Punch, and so Kingdra is now down, and so that should be it for Clair, and Nightshade grew to level 36. How cool is that? So, with that, Clair has been defeated, and so we can finally go and get our last badge at long last after hard fought. There was no, that's not a mistake, I already beat you, so yeah, give me the badge. I did it well fought. I won this. Am I lost for yourself? Yes, I am. I won, you lose, badge. Give it to me. Dragon User, I beat your ass. I did so much of good effort against your Kingdra. Give me the badge. Give me the fucking badge. But lazy ideals. What the fuck are you talking about? You're the one who used like 3 Dragonairs, and yeah, what do you call lazy ideals, huh? Okay, well then, yeah. Despite having a hard battle against that Kingdra, and apparently Clair won't give me the badge because she's that much of a sore fucking loser. And so, yeah, she wants us to go over to the Dragon's Den. That's actually right behind this. That's right behind this gem. So take this. This Dragon User challenge. Yeah, this Kingdra. The whole battle on my Pokemon fainted. There's so much effort with that Kingdra, and you only give me a badge, and you won't accept me defeat you, bitch. Ugh. You're supposed to be a gym leader, for God's sakes. If you lose, you're supposed to accept defeat, hand over the badge. And just call it a day. But that should have been like against the rules in Pokemon League. Well, at least that's what they said in the anime, where it was against the Pokemon League rules. So yeah, you're basically violating the rules here, and I mean, you could just have it revoked from the league authorities here. So anyway, so yeah, here we have the Dragon's Den now. So that's where we got. Now he'll move aside for us. And hey, who are you? How dare you? Oh, fuck you! Clair told me to come over here, so yeah, technically I am invited there, so yeah, you have no right to say anything, Darren. Anyway, so yeah, what we have to do is that, in order to actually prove our worthiness, even though we've already proved our worth enough, sore loser, so what we have to do is we have to go over to this shrine and take the Dragon User Challenge. Basically what it is, I'll just test to, well, it's basically just a quiz about, like, what you think of the Pokemon here. This is actually something that was changed over in Crystal, and also carried over in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. In the original Gold and Silver, the Dragon Challenge is actually very much different. What we actually have to do, though, is that you have to, it's basically a fetch quest, where you have to go in there and you have to find an item called the Dragon Fang, which is actually what powers up the Dragon-type moves, I think is what it is. But yeah, once you go over and collect the Dragon Fang, then Clair will come to you, and then she'll acknowledge your worth and give you the Rising Badge, which is basically the name of the badge what we're after. And that's it. That's just all you gotta do. That's just very simple like that. There are also no trainers in Gold and Silver either, but in Crystal, however, they changed the Dragon User Challenge to basically a quiz, and they also added trainers in the Dragon's Den as well. So that way there you have like some more experience there, and this also applies in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where the challenger is exactly the same as Crystal, and also there are still trainers there as well. And see, there's also a whirlpool that's over this way. And yeah, I'm having Aerosmith hold onto the Sharpie because I forgot to do that anyway. So there's a whirlpool that's right there. So you do need a whirlpool for this one, and so that's also the reason why I'm still having Lumos having a Whirlpool as its moveset, but you know, but that's only going to be a couple more times that we'll need a Whirlpool. So I'm definitely going to get rid of it with the from the Mood Leader. And there's our calcium. That's right there as well. So go ahead and give it to Limos here to just raise the special stats overall. So and over in the water, you'll actually be encountering a bunch of Drutinis there. So if you wanna, so yeah, that's pretty much like the one place where you'll find Drutinis and like. Also in Gold and Silver, the you see that the Dragon Shrine is actually accessible, but in Gold and Silver it's actually not. There's actually no door there, so it's like it's just there for no reason. Probably because of limitations or whatnot. I'm not sure. So yeah, I mean I don't have the answer for that, but I'm always gonna have to assume just you know with cartridge limitations and all that there. Anyhow, I guess that's I think there was just probably something else to talk about, but yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, that's right though. I didn't teach Whirlpool to Limos just yet though. But I'm actually gonna do that right now though because yeah, I know it's a waste of space. I could have used an Isham Slave for Whirlpool, but again, I really don't feel like having to do all that. So as much as I really didn't want to, but I'm gonna have to get rid of the Thunder Wave just for a Whirlpool because I don't think I'll probably be using a Thunder Wave. Well, I still do have Hypnosis. Well, Nightshade has a Hypnosis anyway, but yeah, I know you guys are already yelling at me in the comments right about now about getting rid of Thunder Wave, but I had to. I just didn't feel like having to just use an Ancient Slave. Just use a Thunder Wave. I mean, I don't like this either. I was very much annoyed that I had to get rid of Thunder Wave and replace it with Whirlpool, but it's a necessary evil, so I mean, that's all I gotta say about that anyway, so. And so, right, that's right, yeah, I think the spell tag is why I was gonna use the, one over on Nightshade. I'm still gonna have the Nevermore Ice because we're gonna be encountering more Dragon types anyway, so. Anyway, so yeah, there's the Dragon Fang right there. Yeah, like I said, once you pick up the Dragon Fang, then that's basically the Dragon Challenge, and only in Gold and Silver. So yeah, it's there. They actually still keep it there anyway, I guess, in reference to that, so. Anyhow, with all that said and done, we'll go ahead and just take on the Dragon User Challenge and just go inside. That's actually cool here, so. Hello. Good to see you here. No need to explain why you came. Claire sent you here, didn't she? That girl's a handful. I am sorry, but I must test you. Not to worry, you are to answer only a few questions. Ready? Alright, so basically what you have to do is that, he's basically asking you or what your kind of methods were in terms of like raising Pokemon or how you battle, and you can actually just answer anything, and you still can get considered a passing grade anyway, no matter which answers you pick. Although, or maybe not, I don't know. But I've heard you can actually just pick anything for any kind of passing grade, and so And the one thing you gotta do, here's the catch though, if you actually answer any kind of question correctly, he'll give you a Dratini that knows Extreme Speed, which normally Dratini can't use at all, but it's actually a rare Dratini that you have, but only if you answer the right questions that you see them selecting here, so, and then that's how he'll give you the Dratini. So anyway, so, yep, yeah, I passed the test, so, yeah, give me the badge. You're lying. Even I haven't been for, oh, yeah, no wonder there. But yeah, excuse me, I did pass, so, yeah, fork over the badge, and, yeah, let's scale in spirits. Admit defeat and confer the Rising Badge, bitch. Or must I inform Lance of this? Yeah, I'm gonna go snitch on your cousin. Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, I pass. Oh, yeah, he's gonna throw you to tell cousin you don't, so, yeah, give me, yeah, thank you, I got the Rising Badge. Yes, you could have given it to me earlier, so, since you're still that much of a sore fucking loser, so, yes, now we have the Rising Badge at long last that we so very well deserve, so, yeah, she finally forked it over. Reflect upon what it is that you like and this child has. And she just runs away like a bitch. Yeah, come again, you so desire. Okay, well, yeah, so, I don't know, awkward family intentions and all that, so. Anyway, at long last, we have the Rising Badge, and so with that, that means all Pokemon, even the traded ones, will be able to obey our every command, and it also allows us to use Waterfall in the overworld. And, wait, what's going on? Oh, hey, you're, changing your mind, I see. I'm sorry about this. Here, take this as my apology. And we got TM24, and, that one contains, Dragon Breath. Yeah, it contains, Dragon Breath. Oh, it doesn't have anything to do with my breath. Ew. Who wants to smell your breath anyway? What are you, don't brush your teeth or anything? Yeah, I guess maybe they don't know, no wonder you're that much of a sore loser anyway. Because I guess nobody likes you because of it. Because you're that much of a sore loser, you cause so much problems here. If you do, I'll feel even worse about having lots of. Oh, fuck you! I'm so strong enough anyway. Yeah, just get out of here, man. Anyway, so with that, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. All 8 badges in Johto we have received at long last, and so we are very much worthy to enter the Pokemon League right about now, and all Pokemon that are traded can obey us right now. We did it, guys. We got all 8 gym badges, and so I'd say we're ready. So to talk about Dragon Breath here, Dragon Breath is a damage dealing Dragon type move, and so it also has a side effect that will cause the opponent paralysis. You know, sometimes though, but it's a pretty good Dragon type move, I would say. So if you want to give that kind of a decent Dragon type tag, well, there you go. So, oh yeah, Professor Elm is calling us. Man, I'm having dyslexia again. So, and he wants us to go back over to the lab because he has something for us. And what we can actually do is that we can actually just take the route down and back to New Barktown. So, anyway, all that's said and done. All 8 badges are done, and all the gym leaders defeated. And so yeah, and I'll go ahead and end this video right away. So. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, we're going to go head down south of Blackthorn City and through this one route and back over to New Barktown and explore a couple of places like the Dark Cave there. So I will see you guys next time.